o'clock ABC 10 News at 5 starts right now.
Dozens of surveillance cameras could soon be installed along the streets of Oceanside. Why police say the extra set of eyes are necessary to keep people in the area safe. Plus, a new incentive just announced to encourage San Diegans to get their COVID-19 vaccine. And one day after Scripps Health confirmed personal information was acquired in last month's ransomware attack, we take a look at some of the long-term consequences patients are now facing.
ABC 10 News at 5 starts now.
More than 50 surveillance cameras could soon be installed in the North County in an effort to make the streets safer. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Lindsay Pena. Right now, the Oceanside City Council is meeting to vote on whether to spend $500,000 on those cameras. ABC 10 News reporter Anthony Pura is joining us with the arguments being made. Anthony.
And that city council meeting is getting underway now, but police believe that this will be effective in fighting crime. I do want to show you some video now of the downtown area here in Oceanside. That's where these cameras will be going up. Police say there are already cameras in the harbor area, and there will be signage posted making people aware if the area is under surveillance. Now, the police department is down 20 officers. They're short-staffed, so this would help with that. They say the cameras will not be monitored 24 hours a day, but if an issue or crime comes up, they can view past footage. The recordings would be saved for a year. Now, for the most part, the people we spoke with tell us that they believe it's a good idea.
This is a high-traffic area. We have people come from all over the world here. They should be safe, and I think the cameras help to deter crime.
As long as it's put to good use and it actually helps, I think it'll be a good investment in the long run.
Now, if you remember, San Diego had a similar surveillance camera program that was proposed, but it faced heavy criticism regarding privacy concerns, and it was eventually halted. Now, the City Council, again, will be taking up this issue tonight, and we will bring you more updates when it becomes available. We're reporting live tonight in Oceanside. Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
Oceanside is not the only city that wants to install cameras. Carlsbad has had automatic license plate reading cameras at 14 intersections since 2017. And the city of San Diego has installed more than 3,000 so-called smart streetlights, which contain cameras and microphones to collect information. But privacy concerns led the city to stop collecting some of that data last summer. Police continue to use those cameras for law enforcement. And to learn the outcome of tonight's vote in Oceanside, make sure to download our free mobile app. Just go to the App Store and search 10 News.
Now to coronavirus. The White House is announcing an aggressive push to get more Americans vaccinated in the next month. ABC's Rena Roy shows us the latest round of incentives now being offered.
Another step in the right direction in the fight against COVID-19. Moderna, following Pfizer, now applying for complete FDA approval of its COVID-19 vaccine. Currently, it's only authorized for emergency use in the U.S.
There's been a lot of misinformation about vaccines. I do think getting full authorization from the FDA will add one more level of confidence in some people.
The full authorization process could take months, with officials looking at safety and effectiveness data over the last 6 months. For now, much of the country already making headway with vaccinations. At least 11 states have met President Biden's goal of 70% of adults partially vaccinated by July 4th. Las Vegas now fully back, tourists enjoying a sense of normalcy with the Sin City's final COVID restrictions lifted.
It's just exciting to be here, exciting to be on vacation and starting to head back towards that normal that we're used to.
New York City, once the U.S. epicenter, also reopening with 0 new daily COVID deaths. But some places in the South are still seeing a surge.
We are still seeing COVID patients that are very, very ill, but those patients that we're seeing are unvaccinated.
Vaccination rates low in Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana.
And unfortunately, because low vaccination rates in the South, you have a lot more people vulnerable.
Some states offering incentives to encourage more shots. West Virginia announcing scholarships, cash, and other prizes, including guns.
We're going to give 5 custom hunting rifles and 5 custom hunting shotguns away.
The White House is also partnering with Anheuser-Busch to give away free beer once the country is 70% partially vaccinated. Right now, the U.S. is just under 20% away from that goal, according to the CDC. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
San Diego County and the Padres are teaming up to help get more San Diegans vaccinated. Supervisor Nathan Fletcher made the announcement today during the county's weekly coronavirus update. Game tickets and Padre t-shirts will be raffled off to those who get vaccinated. It starts tomorrow through the end of the month.
And we will be raffling off 100 pairs of tickets to an upcoming Padres game. Entry to be eligible is for both first and second dose appointments. And for those ages 12 to 17, a parent must be present on site to enter their child into the drawing, but they will be eligible.
Fletcher also said the county may move into the yellow tier next week. That would loosen restrictions 1 week before the state's tier system is retired and all of California can fully open up. Here are the latest numbers on coronavirus in San Diego County. 42 new cases were reported today, bringing our total to more than 280,000. And there were 4 new deaths, bringing that total to 3,760.
County Supervisor Jim Desmond has unveiled another proposal for how to spend $650 million of stimulus money to help San Diego recover from the pandemic. Today, he said he wants to use part of it to help kids pay for Little League. ABC 10 News reporter John Horn explains why even that could devolve into a partisan battle.
Our leagues have tried to hold down costs to help our families who struggled with the financial burdens of the pandemic.
But Ken Sicalo says participation in the Claremont Hilltoppers Little League is down 15 to 20%. Families unable to afford the $120 to $140 registration fee. That's why he's backing a proposal from County Supervisor Jim Desmond to allocate $10 million of federal stimulus funds to help kids register for sports.
Youth sport participation is down in San Diego County, and I don't want money to be the reason.
The money would come out of a $650 million pot of stimulus funds allocated to the county. This is Desmond's third proposal for how to spend the funds. He's pitching $50 million to split the cost of some restaurant meals with San Diegans and another $40 million to help military families and COVID first responders with hardships.
There's a lot of competing interests out there, but this has been a passion of mine throughout.
The board will meet Tuesday to vote on how to spend the stimulus money, requiring a 4/5 vote. That means one Republican, such as Desmond, must sign on with the 3 Democrat majority, meaning the Republicans have leverage. A framework already calls for $85 million for homeless services, $50 million for small business stimulus, and $36 million for hazard pay for county workers. That part blasted by the local Republican Party as unfair to other essential workers. John Horn, ABC 10 News.
The framework already calls for $2 million to help kids sign up for Little League. A spokesman for County Board Chair Nathan Fletcher, a Democrat, declined to comment.
There are new concerns surrounding the stolen personal information of tens of thousands of Scripps Health patients. ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Kastner spoke to security experts today who say the data that was breached in last month's ransomware attack could have long-lasting consequences.
Scripps said that it still doesn't know what's inside some of the remaining documents that it believes were compromised, and it will likely take several months to figure that out. Serious concerns now raised following this week's bombshell announcement from Scripps Health that personal information of nearly 150,000 patients was compromised during last month's crippling cyber attack. Mike Hamilton with CI Security said Wednesday there are 2 big questions.
Is there actual harm to the people whose records were disclosed, or were they just used as leverage to get the ransom paid? And then, what's going to happen in terms of the inquiries into executive behavior in terms of resourcing security prior to this event?
In a notice to patients Tuesday, Scripps confirmed that an unauthorized person hacked its network and got copies of documents before deploying ransomware. Health information and personal financial information was acquired, the letter reads. Hamilton and other experts said that when it comes to potential identity theft, focus needs to be put not just on the breached financial data, but on the health data too.
Yeah, you can change a credit card number, you can't change your DNA.
That information is highly sensitive. There's some diagnoses that maybe you want to keep private that you don't want put out in the public. And if somebody gets hold of that information, then they can do whatever they want with it. And I think that's what patients should be concerned about.
Kira Caban with Pretendus Security said Wednesday that because that information can't be changed, it's highly valuable.
Hackers in Scripps incident, if they got that information, they could sell it on the dark web and sell it for, close to $1,000 per medical record.
Another security expert told ABC 10 News if you're worried about your medical data, alert your health insurance provider about the cyber attack and monitor your insurance statements for fraudulent activity. According to Scripps, at this point, there is no indication that the data has been used to commit fraud. The hospital network is offering free credit monitoring and identity protection support to the patients whose driver's license numbers and social security numbers were affected. Jennifer Kastner, ABC 10 News.
And you can get more tips on how to protect yourself and steps to take if you think that your personal information has been compromised. Just watch our interview with a cybersecurity expert on our website, 10news.com. Federal officials have a stern message for migrants about trusting smugglers. They just held a news conference about the recent string of human smuggling attempts off our coastline. Their message: do not put your life in the hands of smugglers, saying no opportunity in the U.S. is worth the life. And in the last 3 weeks alone, 4 people have died trying to enter the country. Dozens have been rescued. Officials are making a plea to anyone considering coming to the U.S.
They will jam way too many people into a car, into a trunk, or in a boat just to make more money. They will direct you to hike in remote areas in dangerous weather conditions without adequate clothes, food, or water. They just want their fees. Smugglers care only about maximum profit.
Officials say the smugglers will be prosecuted to the fullest extent.
The investigation continues today into what motivated an off-duty LA County firefighter to shoot 2 of his colleagues yesterday, killing one of them. As ABC's Morgan Norwood reports, the department is mourning the loss of a 20-year veteran of the force.
A Southern California community reeling after another deadly workplace shooting, this one less than a week later.
I've always prayed that we would never have a line-of-duty death, and never thought that if it occurred, that it would occur in this fashion.
An off-duty firefighter storming into an LA County fire station, killing one of his own colleagues. According to our station KABC, the suspect was apparently involved in an ongoing dispute with a coworker. The motive not confirmed by investigators. Amazing. Friends, family, and fellow first responders remembering the victim, identified by family members as 44-year-old Tori Carlin, a 20-year veteran firefighter specialist, a husband, and a father.
When it comes to being a father, when it comes to being a fireman, when it comes to being a mentor, there was nobody that could parallel that.
A 54-year-old fire captain also shot in critical condition after undergoing life-saving surgery.
The firefighter with multiple gunshot wounds trying to get him into the hospital.
Investigators finding the suspect barricaded inside his burning home, dead from apparent suicide. The shooting happening just days after an irate employee went on a shooting rampage at a rail yard in Northern California.
Hold this door, hold this door.
Overnight, police releasing new body camera footage showing the moment authorities raided the scene.
Hey, we need access to these doors.
Officers running toward the sound of gunshots.
I got somebody down in front of me.
Finding the shooter dead from 2 self-inflicted gunshot wounds. Authorities say the suspect was firing towards the officers during that encounter at the rail yard. The sheriff adding they released the footage of this incident to show the bravery of law enforcement during an active shooter situation. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, San Bernardino County.